Hey guys, welcome back to another bullet journal video. It's been a really long time since I did one of these videos, but I did get a request for it, and also I've been thinking about doing one of these again. Also, I love Christmas, so I just decided to go for it. But this month's theme is like a snow globe theme, which I've never done before, so yeah, I was really excited about it, and I got really kind of crafty with it this time. I incorporated different items like sequins glitter, wrapping paper, different types of things, so yeah, it was really fun. So for this first page, I just went with this simple quote, let it snow. I tried to search like different winter themed quotes, but yeah, I don't know. It was taking too long, so I just went with this simple one. And I thought it was fitting because my theme is like snow globes, so it's like snow coming down. And the next page actually was my inspiration for this whole spread. I found the idea on Pinterest, and then from there I just created the whole spread for that. And I couldn't tell what they did for their snow globe, but I did mine a little bit different. I thought about using like a plastic bag like that I would cut out and then contain all the glitter in it, so it's kind of like you can shake it. But I didn't really know how to get that to work, so I just found some silver sequins and I just hot glued that to the bottom to make it look like a cool effect. And yeah, I just drew out a little snow globe and a little snowy house inside. So a lot of times I don't really know what to all talk about in these types of videos because they're so long, but I like to get pretty detailed with my art, so I mean, what can I really do? Like, I want to include all of it. But I guess I could tell you about a few updates that have been happening in my life lately. So, I probably mentioned this in like a couple past videos, but I know not everybody watches all my videos. So, I recently got married in June, which was really exciting. So, yeah, I don't know what else to say about that, but it was pretty cool. We just got married at my old church, I guess, now because, well, I moved in with my husband, which is like about an hour away from where I used to live with my parents. So, yeah, it's been a lot of adjusting and learning new things, but it's been really fun. We've taken a lot of trips since then. For our honeymoon, I actually got to go to Hawaii, which I've always wanted to go to Hawaii. That was like my dream vacation. So we visited Maui and we did a lot of snorkeling and exploring the area. We also went parasailing, which I've never done before, but there's like this app, I think it was Expedia or something, but you could pick from like certain activities you want to do there. And I seen that on there. I'm like, oh my goodness, I have to try parasailing. And that was definitely an experience. It was so much fun. And then one day we went to Kanapali, I think it's called. There's like a blowhole thing, and that was pretty fun too. So we got a bunch of cool pictures there. We also did the road to Hana, which was pretty neat. There was like different things you could do along the ways, like different trails, different things to see. It was definitely crazy, like driving on the road because it was so windy and it was like a one-way road type thing. I don't even know. So like you'd be going around a corner and you wouldn't even know if there was another car coming around like the mountain or something. So that was kind of scary, but anyways, we got to see sea turtles, which I love turtles. As you know, I love anything beach related. So yeah, I've been decorating my whole house now that I moved in with Jake. We've been making it all beach and like nautical theme, which has been really cool. And also another one of my favorite things that I got to see on the road to Hana was Pipiwa Trail with all the bamboo everywhere. So yeah, sorry, I'm talking too much. I'll get back to my story after I finish explaining what I'm doing here. So I kind of already started this page, but basically this is supposed to be like an advent calendar where I'm kind of counting down the days till Christmas, but I wanted to make it fun, so I seen this idea before where like people cut out little doors that you can open and close, and then I just basically made it like scrapbook theme where I used wrapping paper, different types of paper, washi tape, and yeah, I just glued it onto the doors and made it really fun. So yeah, I enjoyed doing this. And it was definitely something different than I've ever done with bullet journaling. And yeah, I wrote down Christmas Day and Christmas Eve in it. And then, I tried to stick with the same colors throughout the whole spread, but this page was just, it was supposed to be like a fun page. So yeah. And then the door on the side is just for me to write some goals that I'd like to work on during the month or for the new year. So yeah, that's pretty much all I did for this. So I guess I can continue on with my storytelling now. So since then, we've done a couple other trips. We went to Colorado, which was like the second time that I've been to Colorado, but he has a brother that lives out there, and we did a lot of hiking, and I don't know. It seemed like a lot of hiking through the mountains and exploring, but it was definitely really fun and worth it. One day we seen hot air balloons, which was really cool, and I actually wanted to ride in one of the hot air balloons, but no, it was just like a show, so, but it was pretty neat to see. And then we seen this place called Bishop's Castle, which not many people probably know about, but it was pretty cool. Basically, I think this guy built the whole castle all by himself. Like, it took his pretty much his whole life. He built the whole thing, and it kind of looks like an abandoned castle, but it's kind of like a tourist area where you can go and explore it and stuff. So I thought that was pretty cool. And yeah, since then, the whole summer I was pretty much just adjusting. I guess I wouldn't say I'm on my own, but it's just, it definitely was different since I moved out of my parents' house, and I definitely had to learn some more responsibilities. But, that's all part of growing up. And I think I adjusted pretty well. I started my first ever garden, so I learned a lot about gardening and plants and all of that. I actually did a whole video on my first garden if you want to check it out, but yeah, that was pretty fun. So moving on to this next page, I kind of want to focus more on gratitude lately. This is just something that I enjoy doing, and it's really good for me. I feel like everybody should like be more thankful, and yeah, I don't know what else to say about it, but I just thought this would be like a fun little thing to do, like write something down that I'm grateful for each day. So, yeah, that's just my gratitude page. Next, I thought I would bring back the playlist page because I did get a request for this, and I actually really enjoy doing playlists like for each month. I had a little bit of a hard time picking like favorite Christmas songs because I just love all of them. And I know that I did a Christmas playlist for another year that I filmed this for. I don't know how many years ago that was because I haven't done bullet journaling for a while, but I'll link that down below if you want to see that other playlist. And I know that I picked a lot of my favorite songs already in there, so I was like, oh man, I have to choose all new ones. But my favorite one is by Mariah Carey, All I Want for Christmas Is You. I guess I already did that in another playlist, so I couldn't do it again. But I had the idea to put all of the songs in snow globes, and I thought that would look so cool, and it definitely did. After I drew this all out, I literally forgot to leave room for the names of the songs below the snow globes. So I'm sorry if you can't really read it. I had to just squeeze it in on the shelf that it's sitting on. And then I just went ahead and printed out the album covers of each song and I glued them on. And so the songs that I chose was, well, for the first one, it is called Christmas Canon by Trans-Siberian Orchestra. Yeah, it has a very weird name, but I really like that song. And yeah, it always reminds me of Christmas. So a lot of these songs are very kind of peaceful, not so crazy. My other playlist was more crazy, so if you're interested in that type of vibe, then you can go check that out. But yeah, I guess I was just kind of in a peaceful mood. So that was the first one. The second one is It's Beginning to Look a Lot Like Christmas by Michael Bublé, however you pronounce his name. But I really like his music, and yeah, he kind of has like romantic music, it seems like. The third song is Let It Snow by Dean Martin, and this is kind of an oldie one, but I still like it. It's a classic. The next one is I Heard the Bells on Christmas Day by Casting Crowns. It brings back a lot of memories from when I was growing up. And actually, my old cat, I don't know if you remember Misty, but she's in a lot of my older videos. It was my first ever cat. She used to always sit right next to the speakers by the radio whenever we played this song. She just loved it. It was like her favorite song. But she was a very musical cat, so yeah, whenever I hear it, I think about Misty. So the next song that I chose was The Prayer by Pentatonics, and I don't know, I was just listening to it because I was searching for new songs, and I really liked it, so I just decided to add it to the playlist. And then the last one is Little Drummer Boy by Pentatonics, and I thought that one was pretty cool too. I really like their music. So, yep, that is my Christmas playlist. So, moving on to my habit tracker, I decided to stick with the snow globe theme, and I just put all of my habits inside of each of the snow globes. And I chose just 4 this time to work on. I want to make sure that I'm working out more and also eating healthy and drinking plenty of water. So that's always an important goal for me. And I do like to do devotions every single day. especially in the morning when I'm getting ready, which I need to work more on that. Some days I'm just like really busy, but yeah, it's always a priority for me. And then, of course, housework, which I always have that to do. So, yeah, I just kept it pretty simple with that. So, moving on to my mood tracker, I'm actually really excited to do this page. I found this picture of a snowman on Pinterest and I kind of just copied it. And I really like how it turned out. Like, it's very detailed, but it's so cute. And yeah, I was really happy with how it turned out. But the idea is for each mood, I'm just gonna color in the little stripes in the hat and the scarf. And I counted, and it's exactly 31 days. So I don't know how I managed to do that, but yeah, it'll be fun coloring all of that in. So yeah, I guess for another update, I currently don't work anymore. I'm a stay-at-home wife, so I'm taking care of the house and cooking a lot and decorating. And yeah, I also plan to do more content creation, so let me know if you have any ideas for me. But yeah, like I said, I've been really enjoying decorating, so I did film a little bit of me redoing the bathroom, but I accidentally deleted a clip from that video, so I don't know if I'm gonna post that or not. Like, I was planning on doing something with the walls, and then I had this idea to like redo the whole kitchen, but a few changes have happened recently, so I'm gonna have to postpone all of that. I also reorganized my craft room, but I want to make it even better and I want to do some painting in there and stuff. So yeah, stay tuned for some decorating videos and redoing different rooms in the house, I guess. I don't know. But yeah, I do have a surprise for you guys soon, but I can't say just yet. So I'm gonna hold off on that, but I am really excited about it. And there will be many more videos soon based off of that. So yeah. Those are my current updates. So I guess since I'm not working at a job right now, I plan on doing more videos and also, well, I had this idea to like kind of set up my own online shop since I am a creative person and so is Jake. I don't know, we were talking about the idea of setting up like an online shop. So yeah, let me know if any of you would be interested in that. I've done plenty of craft fairs before, but I just thought about trying something new. Anyways, for this last page, this is just a weekly spread, and I'm just going to be using this to list all of my tasks for every single day. So yeah, I just kept it simple. I was going to make little snow globes hanging everywhere, but I don't know. I just ran out of time, and I wanted to get this video up December 1st, and this is when I'm recording the voiceover, so we will see if I get this posted today. I just kept it really simple, and I hope you enjoyed this video and hearing all of my updates. I try not to talk too much, but yeah, I had a lot to update you all on, and I do enjoy doing these videos. So yeah, stay tuned for the flip through of each page at the end. And with that said, I will see you all in my next video. Bye!